Hi Anna. Welcome to Postal Tea Time. I do in fact have tea. It's a jasmine tea. It's jasmine and green tea. So, sorry my hair's a mess. I actually just got back from the barn, which is kind of what I want to talk about. So, I ride horses, and I was out there, and like an idiot, I forgot my bridle, which is like the thing that you put on the horse's face to steer them. So I forgot my bridle, and that was a really dumb thing to do. And so then I was like, my friend Andrea came there, and she's really cool. She's really chill. So we were like, let's go graze our horses out together. So I go outside into the field, and we're walking around, and my horse, Fancy, like turns around, spins around, and almost steps on this little round ball thing. And I'm like, oh, what is that? And I was like, it's a bird. And I was like, okay, is it dead? And so then I kind of like look at it closer, and then all of a sudden this little head pops up and it like moves like this, and I'm like, okay, this bird is alive. And it had some of the down feathers, so we think it was a younger bird. It wasn't quite a baby. So I was like, it's not moving, and it almost just got stepped on. Is there something wrong with it? So I like picked it up, and it was just chilling in my hand, and like its little like claw, like the way their hands are like attached on my finger, and it was just sitting there for 10 minutes while I'm talking to Andrew. I'm like, what should we do with this bird? Do we go let it go? Is it safe? So I went up, and she ended up holding both horses. I went up. So at this point I'm holding it for like 15 minutes, and it's just chilling in my hand, like basking in the sun, just closing its eyes. It's all good. It didn't seem like anything was wrong with it. So I went and asked one of the girls at the barn. I was like, hey, Kristen, what should I do with this bird? And then she's like, okay, go put it out in the woods somewhere. We don't want to take care of it. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to let it go if it's injured. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to nurse it. I'm a Disney princess at this point. This bird is just chilling in my hand. I'm about ready to start singing if I could sing, which we both know I can't. So, and then all of a sudden, this bird, which, by the way, me named Bill, Andrea named him Bill, took off and, like, flew into the rafters. And there's, like, bird's nests in the rafters anyway, so I was like, oh, I guess I just brought it back home. So then I went back outside to go get my horse so Andrea didn't have to, like, hold my horse. I came back in a while later after we were done grazing and stuff. So then I was like, oh, what happened to the bird? Is it still in there? And they're like, yeah, it dropped in the middle of the arena and fell on the horse that was riding around. It just fell on the withers. And I was like, okay, all right, where is it now? And they're like, oh, we just took it. We put it on a fence post in case it wanted to eat or fly outside. And they're like, clearly it's injured. And I was like, why didn't you keep it? But I like went around and I couldn't find him anywhere. And I was like, okay, goodbye, Bill. And that was the time I almost got a pet bird. But also, nature, the birds and the bees, well, the birds and wasps. And I have this baking soda and water, which actually reminded me I need to put it on. When I was done putting the bird in the barn, thinning her tail out in the pasture, just because we were doing that, and there was a wasp in her tail, which it was, thank goodness it didn't sting my horse, but I like combed my fingers through, and I got stung by a wasp. So that's why I'm putting this glorious stuff on it, which actually feels really good. So that is my nature story. There's a lot of nature this morning. On a happier note, I found this like hipster mixed with the internet store, and it was glorious. And I walked in and they were like, all our vinyls are on sale, like really cheap. And I was like, yes, I'm gonna get some. So since we started out our tea time listening to records and drinking tea, I thought Postal Tea Time should deserve a little bit of record glory. I can't play it, I think, because of copyrighted music, but maybe we'll FaceTime soon and you can listen to them with me over tea, and that'll be our Postal Tea Time live. As for school, you're going to a new school, and I can't wait to hear about how it's going, how the psychopaths in your school are. My psychopaths are doing okay. We're also approaching our year-long, like, anniversary of when we started talking. I can't believe it hasn't even been a year, and it's just so amazing. So, we'll celebrate that when it gets there. So, thank you, and I'll talk to you later.